R.R. Donnelly's had a relationship with Grainger, printing their cover here in Owensville, Missouri for the last 10 years. My name's Frank Midler. I'm an R.R. Donnelly supervisor of manufacturing here in Owensville, Missouri. The process for the manufacturing of the cover here in Owensville starts with the customer supplying a digital file to our digital service center. There's proofs that are pulled to verify the files that we received is what the customer is expecting. Those proofs go back to the customer. This is a hard proof of the cover, and then the customer okays it to process through. The image is imaged onto a aluminum photopolymer plate, and the plates then are sent to our press. Each color is separated for a separate plate. And the Grainger cover is a 5-color cover. It's the 4 primary colors plus a special Grainger red. That color is used on the Grainger cover only. Once the cover's printed, then it goes to our laminating process. Our laminating process for Grainger is a special, it's called a linen weave. It's a nylon plastic coating with a grain to it, and it preserves the cover for a longer period of time. For more handling of the book, the ink won't wear off. As soon as we have the first, say 10,000 off, we're ready to go to the shipping department, and as soon as we have a truckload, that'll ship off to our Willard plant.
I'm Eric Falter. I am the bindery manager here in Willard. I have responsibility for the entire bindery, both case bound and soft cover, as well as several support operations. When we go to press on Grainger, it keeps about 5 of our web presses very busy for several months. Web printing is, think of it this way, a big roll of paper at one end of the press, and we run that paper all the way through the press in a continuous flow. So specifically the binding of Grainger, obviously the sheer size of the book, it has to be very automated, and it has to be done obviously by machine to, number one, make sure we're consistently, books are very similar book to book, and number two, just the sheer size of the book and the number of copies, it's something that is much more than a handwork operation. But once we get ready for final bind, we obviously need to make sure we have the signatures. We have any inserts that might be needed. We have the covers, which the covers would be what was printed sheet fed in Owensville. So we marry all that stuff up. As we do that, obviously we gather all the signatures in the right order, in the proper sequence to make sure pages 1 through whatever line up properly. From there, we have some inserts that we have to put in the job. We bind the book together, put covers on it, and we trim it. We trim it 3 sides through a 3-knife trimmer. The biggest thing that differentiates this job, the amount of planning and the amount of prep work, the amount of communication with various parties. That's, I think, the biggest thing that's unique about this project.